Hi, hello, good morning everyone. Thank you for coming back to join me today. Still continuing with Alice. It's coming along nicely and I'm hoping to try and get all of the pockets that I want in the journal done and dusted today. So we never know, we might be lucky. I just wanted to show I'd decorated that front page a little bit. I've put one of the mushrooms on there with some flowers because I think Alice is asleep in the flowers. So I've just done that. I don't think there's an awful lot that I've done since you were last with me. I'm actually doing videos every other day at the minute. I've done some little ruffles and snips and things, and I was thinking that something like that one might be nice on there because I liked the colours. So I think that might go on there. Just cut off these little edges, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put it on. Just because, it's one of those just because I like it. Sorry, I've gone quiet while I'm gluing. That will stick on there. Oh, I like that. I do like that. I love the colours. I just thought the colours were nice. And it is a bright, colourful journal, this one, isn't it? That page isn't sticky. Always threads. What else have we got? I haven't done that yet. I want to put something on the back of that and make that a pocket. Oh, I did this one with you last time. And what I've ended up doing, if you remember, I was saying, should I do it a flip up, a flip out, which way to go? I've done it as a flip out and I'm really pleased how it looked. So I've used some of the card that we had and I've just put it on because I thought that was a nice page to write on. I've kept the caterpillar card in there and I'm not going to back it because it's just a index card with the butterfly, and I just thought that the caterpillar there with those roses, I just liked the colour combination. Let me just move you over a little bit. How's that? Hopefully you can see. It's quite dull today. So what else did I do? That's going to be a corner pocket up there. I'm thinking that's going to be a pocket there. So what I wanted to do with this, I'm going to leave the paper clip, this is, it was an extra page that I'd copied that I didn't use. I think something went wrong with it. Sometimes your, or my printer pulls through two pieces of paper instead of one when it's copying. And then it makes a right pig's ear of it. So I thought I'd want to use this and have it as a corner tuck spot. But I've torn it round the roses and I was thinking, always dangerous, that I might like a bit of a purple edge. So I thought what I'd do is glue it onto this paper. Actually, I had some flowers bought me for Mother's Day and I kept the paper. So I thought I would just glue it on and then leave it to dry. And then when it's dry, I will just tear around it so it's got just a purple edge to it, if that makes sense. So I hope you're all doing well. I need to find out from Amy. I want to make sure that I finish my journal at around the time that Amy does because, oh, icky sticky glue. I would like, I think I want it on the nicer side. I would like for us to be able to show the journals at the same time, what we've done. So for us both to do the flip throughs at about the same time, but I haven't asked her. It might be useful, mightn't it? I'm just going to cut some of this extra off. Yeah, I thought that I was more impressed with the paper the flowers were wrapped in than flowers. I'm not a fresh flower person. I like to see flowers in the garden. But it was lovely to be bought flowers, I have to say. I've left some extra because my thought is I'm going to have those as like the flaps on the pockets. I wonder if I can tear it while it's still sticky. Sometimes it's hard to get your fingers around your paper. I don't know what it'll look like when I've done this. And it might be too big for the page. And I've got some gold ink on that, so there's a little bit of gold ink on my rose, but do you know what? I don't mind. The reason I fold them forwards before I fold them backwards is because this paper's not quite dry. And it just gives me that crease. And I think that I might like to see a little bit of the purple there. Why not? I do like that. See if I can get so that I can see a bit of the purple here as well. And I can. So I like that. Way up. Let's just get rid of this corner. Do it from this side and then I can see where I'm cutting. And so that will go on there. Like that. And then that'll be a nice tuck spot there. And it's next to the flowers. I don't know if you like that or not, but I think I do. I don't really want to stick it in. I'm going to stick it in. I don't want to. I'm going to. I might want to take just a little bit off there. You watch, I'll take it too close now. I don't want quite as much showing. So I'm trying to hold the purple paper so that I don't rip it too close to the pocket. And then just tearing it with my nail. I'm happier with that. So far, so good. Yeah, that's okay. The reason I'm debating whether to put it on now or not is only because the glue is still a bit wet. But I think it'll be fine. That just needs taking up a little bit. There we go. So that is going to be a pocket. So I'm going to stick it on. And then I've committed to it, haven't I? Quiet whilst gluing, folks. Did I ask you all if you were okay? Sorry if I didn't. If any of you are using this kit or doing an Alice journal, doesn't have to be this kit, I would love to see what you're doing. And I don't know if Amy's remembered, but we were going to put a hashtag to go with this so that if you're doing something similar, you can do the hashtag, and then if we all use it, you can see what everybody else is doing. And I thought that might be nice to do. So I think that Amy and I agreed the hashtag would be hashtag entirely bonkers, and I've put it in the description below for this journal, video, so you can see that. So if you are doing anything, I'd love to see it, and I think Amy would as well. So hashtag entirely bonkers, and let's see what you're all up to. So I'm pretty happy with this. He was just looking at me out of the cutouts, and I was just thinking whether I'd like him because he's got that floral hat on there. I was just wondering if I would like him. I've got a couple of mushrooms left. I don't know if I'd like him or not. I might think about him, so I'm going to leave him there for a minute. Wasn't what I was thinking I was going to do. I don't know. But I will leave the mushroom. Could be walking down, couldn't he? I'll leave the little mushroom with it, and I'll think about it. And I'm just going to put this piece of non-stick stuff there. I was going to put a pocket here, so I'll think about that. The Cheshire Cat, that's what I was going to put just there. So I've done the Amy's CD case, and when I do them, I don't use them as a pocket. I use this bit as a pocket here. So for example, I can put a couple of journaling cards, the little tags in there. I quite like those in there actually. So I think I'm going to do that. So I've cut the CD case out. I've just printed it because Amy's in America. I have to fit the page because otherwise I lose the edges. It's just the paper size that's different. So I've put some paper on there just to strengthen this. And because that's going to fold up like that, I want an image just there. And I did see something that I thought I would like to use. This is Amy's Spilling Tea. And I thought it would be nice to have those ladies, they're having a bath in a cup of tea, look. And I thought it would be rather nice to put those ladies in there. So that is what I'm going to do. And then that will be that pocket. So I want to cut a piece that's about 4.5 by 4 3/4. Which way was the 4.5? 4.5 is across. So 4.5 by about 4 3/4. Let's see how big that goes. Let's just cut that out. And then I need to think it needs to go that way so that when we close it, when we close it, they're the right way up. And I just thought that was super cute. What do you think? So that's good, but I don't need it as high just there. So I'm going to take some off the top. Not a lot, just a snippet. And it's going to go like that. Right, so they're facing that way, okay. Because otherwise they'll be upside down, won't they? And they'd fall out the teacup then, wouldn't they? And there'd be tea everywhere. Oh dear, poor ladies. So I'm going to put that in there. And I've already forgotten, I said tea down, didn't I? Tea down, Carol. I'm going to put that there. It doesn't matter if it's a bit wonky because they're wonky as well. And so when we close that up, I think that's super cute. What do you think? So we've got the cat's eyes there. Now, do I want it to close on the inside or the outside? I think I want to do it like that. In which case I just need to take a little tiny slither off these flaps because otherwise you can see them round the hole and I don't want to see them round the hole. And then that will be glued there. Yeah, that's it. So I'm just going to, have I gone off screen? No, I'm still with you. I'm putting that there. That there. I'm just going to run a bit of glue on there as well. And I'm closing this, aren't I? I'm not having it as an opening. You can keep it and have it as a an envelope that opens. No problem at all. But I don't want it to be because I'm using it as a pocket like this. That's just my choice. That's how I like to use these envelopes. I haven't made, remember in the last but one video, I think it was, we made the Mad Hatter, and I was going to make a tag out of this, which I'm still going to do, but I thought it would be cute to attach a tea bag tab onto it, so that will stay loose. This will be attached, so I'll just put that there to remind me what I'm doing. Get rid of that. So this is going to go on here. No, I don't want it like that. I can put that on and have that as a tuck spot. I could, I wasn't planning this, but I'm just thinking I could encase that and have it as a pocket. Let me just think about it. This is Amy's window envelope bit. I've been messing about with it and undecided what to do, but I'm just thinking I might like some mushrooms on here. I can always print this again. So if I was to, I wouldn't want it too deep. Sorry, I'm trying to think what I want to do, and I don't really know. So I'm gonna cut this off for now and reprint it to use again. But I think that might be quite nice to have that. As a pocket. I'm going to fold it about there. Sorry, I'm thinking on my feet here, folks. Encase that in there. So that will still flip up, but this will be a tuck spot here. Do I want to see that bit? I think that I do. So why won't it move? Because I'm holding on to it. So I'm going to cut it about there. Sorry, I'm banging the camera with my glasses. Okay, so that's like that. That would make quite a nice little tag, actually. Right, Carol, think what you're doing. I want this to be straight, and as ever, my folding isn't perfectly straight. So I'm going to cut it about there just to straighten it up. And then I'm going to put this in here. And that then will be a pocket. When you lift that up, lift the CD case up. Yep. So I'm going to glue that in. Put some glue along that edge. I wasn't going to do this, it's just something I thought of as I was ploughing ahead. So if we look at it now, hopefully you can see that will go like that, that will flip up, and we'll have this as a tuck spot just here. And I think that will work very nicely. So glue that down. Oops. Glue, glue, glue. I don't think I'm going to put a notch in there. I think you will see that it is a tuck spot, but I am going to glue it. what time is nearly 20 minutes I've found out that if my phone does flip my video, if my video is under 40 minutes, I can flip it back the way I want it. Doesn't always work, and if it's over 40 minutes, it will not do it. I'm just conscious that's quite close to my crease in the middle of the page. But that then is a tuck spot, but I'm not going to mess with it until it's glued on properly. And I did think of putting, you know, like a tab on there, but I don't want to cover the cat's eyes up. So you will see that that is a tuck. So let's have a look at that. That's still a bit sticky. Still thinking about him. Let me know what your thoughts are. I think I might use him. Why not? So we get to there. That will be glued in there, and that will flip up there. And then we've got a tuck spot just there. So I think that's quite cute with those ladies. And I'm going to put those two journaling cards, get them covered. We'll have the two queens. There we go, that's that one. Don't know what to do on this. I think I might put a tab. We're all mad here. Oops, I've just thrown it on the floor. I think I might put that there. Why not? I do. I think that's what I'm going to do. Way up. Everything's going. So if I have it about there. I like the spots on that. I could still put something on here if I want to. I'm not sure. I think it might be a nice little writing space. I might put some extra papers or something there. Undecided what to do just there. Kind of things come to you as you start and flip through, I think. But I like that on there. We did the caterpillar. I put the mushrooms on. So that's that bit done. I wanted to make pockets here. So shall we have a look at that? I don't think I'm going to get everything done. This is where I was thinking of using the playing cards, but I have got the Alice playing cards somewhere, haven't I? That we looked at. I guess they're the same size. Oh, they're a bit bigger. They are just that fractional bit bigger. So I think I want to use these, and I'm not going to do anything with them. I'm just going to put them in pockets. So how wide are they? They're 2.5 wide, so I need it to be 2 3/4. And I thought what I would use, that I would use some of the paper that I'd inked on, because I thought it matched the colours here. I think I like this one because it's a bit more muted. Oh, I don't know. I think it's going to be that one. I did do some mock pockets just because I wanted to know if it would work and if it would fit. And it does. They can show out of there quite nicely. So I'm going to cut this page into 2.5s. Into 2.5s. Because I think that will work. Hopefully then, cross your fingers, I can get 3 out of it. So that's 1 pocket. 2 pockets. It worked. 3 pockets. So we've got 3 potential pockets. I'm just looking to see if I've got my scoreboard thing, and I haven't. 1 minute. Okay, I've got my scoreboard. I want to kind of keep them in order a little bit. So I'm going to do 1/2 inch up. Where's my little Alice? Yep. And this is quite substantial. It's not a flimsy book. I'm going to fold it in there. And then I think I want this so that that's going to fit in. If I do it at 2 3/4, oops, I think that'll work quite nicely. I think that'll fit in. 2 3/4. There we go. Just don't need those flaps to be quite as big, do we? And I'm actually going to keep these bits of this paper. Throw them over there for now. Chuck them away. And then hopefully that will fit in there. And it does. It does. So that's one. Make sure I do the next ones the same. Fold it over. 2 3/4. Let's do this one as well. Oops. Sorry, if I keep going off screen, give us a shout. I'm sure I'll hear you. 1/2 inch. Fold it over. 2 3/4. Okay. And this one as well. What didn't I do with this one? I didn't do the fold at the bottom. Oh gosh, you know what? Oh, I did do it. It's there. I just haven't folded it. My heart stopped then because I thought I hadn't. I thought I'd cut it too short or something. That would be ruined, wouldn't it? Okay. I'm just throwing everything out the way, folks. Chuck it out the way. Right, so I've got my 3 pockets. Do I want to strengthen them at the back? 1. I might do. 2, and then this is number 3. Right, let me just strengthen them at the back. 1 moment. Okay, I've just put a little piece of paper on the backs of them. It just strengthens it that little bit, doesn't it? Better safe than sorry. Now, that's the bottom pocket. That's the middle pocket. And that is the top pocket. Okay. So what I want to do is put them on this page. This is that envelope. So it's a double windowed envelope. And all that I did was, on this side, that's where the envelope finishes. So the envelope is that big when you cut the top and the bottom and open it up. So what I did was I've got a piece of A4, which is this piece of A4, and I've glued it onto the from the window to the end of the pocket of the envelope. Does that make sense? Let me go and get an envelope. Okay, so this is a different envelope, but it's the same kind of principle. I usually end up refolding the envelopes because it depends how big your paper is. So you can see, you know, it wouldn't fold in the middle. You'd have to refold it somewhere. and then cut the excess off. But this is basically what this is. So what I've done is put the piece of A4 up to the window all the way to the end of the envelope. So there was a little bit here of the A4 paper left over, because you can see it's wider than. Okay, so I glued that on, and then on the other side I got another piece of paper that I glued to the same window and glued it onto the back of that envelope as well. So that envelope is encased in those two pieces, and the extra bit I've folded over to be a pocket. So that's going to be sealed there, so it's going to be a pocket. In fact, I can do that now. And then that's that bit done, isn't it? It hasn't got a bottom bit. Where's my bits of paper? Who's had my bits of paper? One moment, again. Okay, so back again. I just wanted to make an extra bit at the bottom. It just makes things go into your pockets that little bit easier if you've got the flaps. I find it does anyway. So I'm going to glue this pocket shut. I didn't show the covering of this envelope because I know I can faff, but oh my goodness me, I couldn't pick which papers to use because it's a double envelope, trying to fit the papers round the windows, and it took me nearly all morning to do, so I did that bit without you. So that's now a pocket there. So on this bit, we're going to have Alice looking at these pockets. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a card in it, because I don't want it to be taller, obviously, than... So I don't know if this will work with these. That's the next one. My idea was that they would go staggered, but I don't know, because these are bigger cards. I don't know if it'll work. I think it does. It does work, look. So I think that I can put that one about there. My glue. I just thought it might be a bit different to have 3 staggered pockets. And it's nice to be actually using these playing cards that I've had for such a long time. So I'm going to place that one about there. Okay. This one is going to go that little bit over to the side. Fiddly or what today? You know, sometimes fingers just don't want to work. I hope you're getting some ideas, not just for an Alice journal, you know, the pockets that we make to go in journals in a specific theme, you can use, come down a little bit, you can use in any theme, can't you? You know what I mean? It's just, if you like the style of a pocket, then you can just make it in any papers to suit any theme and decorate it any way that you want to. They do look different, I will say, depending on the theme that you're doing it. They do tend to look different because you're using different papers. Just looking to see where that crease is. I'm going to move that one out there. And that does just fit in, doesn't it? It doesn't peek out over the top. So I think that was a success. So which cards do we want? I think we might have Alice with the key. What have I got? Let's have the Mad Hatter. Oh, painting the roses red. Maybe not the Mad Hatter because you can't see his face. What about the Queen? Off with her head. Oh, I quite like those. Yeah, I do like those three. And as I say, I'm not going to do anything with those cards. If whoever has this journal wants to back them and use them to write on or do something with them, they can do. But I like that they've got the Cheshire Cat on. It says the Macmillan Alice on the back, so I don't know if that's the make of playing cards. Right, let's put that in there. Oh, I like that. What do you think? I think those colours go together really nicely. And then we've got that flip just there. And I wanted to do a pocket of some sort here. That's going to be a tuck spot, so I can close that. No, I'll think about it. That's going to be a tuck spot there. I think. I could do it as just a flip out to write on. That might be nice. And then I could put... I might do that. Just have it as a flip out. So I'm going to leave that there and think about that. I know these have got threads on. I will cut the threads off before I use it. Trying to see which one I like the best. Don't know. That blends in too much, doesn't it? So that blends in too much. I quite like that one. So I'm going to leave that there, and I think that is going to be a flip out. So I would cut that bit off or get rid of the white bit and put that on there. So I'm going to leave that just there. And I think this is the back of that other page. So I think I want to put the other, let's cut these snips off. The other ruffle on there. We've got that bingo card there. So I think I'm going to put that on there. Should we have it at the top? I think it looks better in the middle. Okay. About there. Indecisive or what sometimes, folks. Of course, you can stitch these onto your page if you would prefer. It's just I've made them up ready to go. Sorry, I'm probably jolting you while I'm sticking me bit on. I like that on there. Yep. Okay, coming along. I think I might do one more video with you. Just to show you what I'm doing. Oh, the other thing that I didn't show you is I made this. So this is just a paper clip. I think I've stuck it. So that's a paper clip that I've just threaded the fabric through. And I've put a couple of charms on there, look. So we've got a teapot, we've got a white rabbit, and we've got a clock. And I've just hooked it over a paper clip. And then it does just slide on that page like that and hangs so that the lace comes outside of the journal when it's closed. I think that page is probably dried now. Still sticky. Some glues are stickier than others, aren't they? So that's the last thing that I've got to show you that I've done. As I say, I will come back. Oh, we did that last time, didn't we? Still love it. We'll come back and I'll finish off the pockets that I wanted to do. I might put some paper on there as well. Put something on there. I want to make this into a pocket. I think I gave me Alice and McQueen measles look. I think that's too... Is that too spotty? I redid them, so it's a little bit less spotty on the other side. And I don't know which way I prefer, more spotty or less spotty. I quite like the really spotty, but I don't know if you might think they're too much. Let me show you. Really spotty, little bit less spotty. Let me know which you think you prefer, and then we'll do that pocket next time as well. So I hope you like how this is coming together. I am enjoying it. I love it. I hope you like what Amy's doing as well. And don't forget to use the hashtag if you're doing something similar. So take care, folks, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.